My question for the panel is, when you're on a job interview and the recruiting manager or the hiring manager is reading back the job description to you, I kind of just like sit there and nod my head and go, yup. Is that the right thing to do? Like, is there a better way to look at the hiring manager when they're going on a long sort of speech?
I would say to be an active listener. I think a lot of people suffer from the disease of you're so nervous about giving a good handshake that you don't pay attention to someone's name when you're meeting them. So just pay attention, ask questions, be active in the conversation, or if they're reading a laundry list of things that they expect you to do, ask questions about it or relate it back to things you've done. Just find an in to break up that conversation.
Yeah, I think is to listen. People don't listen in an interview. If you get into an interview and within a couple of minutes whether that person is, and by the way, they're probably in many cases, even if you interview all the time, they very well may be nervous themselves. Because, if they're a recruiter, but if they're a hiring manager, so that may be their way to avoid having a conversation. But listen when they're reading the JD, or listen when they're asking or talking to you, because you want to just get 1, 2, or 3 little words that you heard and then flip it. So you hear them tell you about the JD, after you're done, say, oh, you know what, you mentioned this in the job. That's great, because when I was an intern at HBO, I did this, this, and this. So you're now letting the hiring manager know that piece he could check off because you're now answering that. So listen and then respond back through the pieces that you think could be valuable.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think sometimes the hiring manager is trying to just give you context to what the scope of the job is or what your responsibilities are going to be. And for candidates, I always tell them, you're also interviewing the company the same way they're interviewing you. So if there's something that they're saying about the job description or the job role that doesn't click to you, then maybe that's not the job for you. So definitely listening is key.